Howdy do. Okay, so I have been continuing to work on this, and so I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and just use the hysteresis for the fan control, and I may go ahead and throw in a 500K potentiometer to adjust the thresholds. And what I've done at this time is I've assembled my circuit. Here is shown for the dummy load, and here that's my resistor, and here I have an amp meter, and then I have a couple of op amps and my MOSFET in here with my two set points. And what I'm finding is that when I just use a little 9-volt battery to test it, and I'm wondering if this will show up here on the camera. We'll see. So using a little 9-volt battery, it shows that the 9-volt battery is pushing roughly an amp. And what I'm finding, and of course that's been dropping as I've been testing it, what I'm finding is I can't adjust the pole really for the output for the load. And what's happening is, if I show you with the multimeter, these LM741 op amps, and I was warned about this, don't like to play very well with the rails. They won't go fully to the ground rail. So even though I'm turning the knobs, and I am getting a voltage drop on one of my inputs, it's not enough, and it's keeping this second op amp railed high, even though this first op amp is, doing its thing as a voltage follower and going the full, the full gamut just about. So yeah, what I am going to need to do is order the different op amp, the one that was being used on the Dave Jones blog and on the other videos I've watched, and get that set up. And I was wanting to be able to use these 741 op amps because they it's one op amp per chip. So when I'm thinking, oh, blah blah blah, add this component, and working through my schematic, this op amp symbol is one component on my breadboard on my circuit. So that probably isn't going to work out. So what'll end up happening is I'll have one op amp, and it'll probably end up doing things for multiple parts on the board, because here's one, here's one, here's one. Well, yeah, if I'm going to be using a chip that has 4 op amps on it, well, I don't need to have three chips. So what I'm going to have to do is put in an order with Mouser and get some new parts and wire up some new stuff, and then see how it goes.